Robin. Welcome to yoga. For the practice today, you just need a mat, but if you have blocks, you can grab those as well. We're going to get started in a comfortable seat. Maybe sit up on something, a block or a cushion, so that your hips are above your knees, if that feels comfortable. If this is not comfortable, this cross-legged position, you can extend out your legs. You can sit on your shins. Find a comfortable place. Pull in your belly. Have your hands just rest on your legs. And close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And then sigh it out, exhale. Again, big breath in. And sigh it out. You can keep going like that, or you can come into your yogic breath, breathing in and out through your nose. Continuing our beginner balance practice today. So perhaps just start to think about your intention for your practice. Or an affirmation. I am strong. I am love. As you settle here and calm your mind, elongating your breath, bring your hands to heart center and set that intention. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And then release your hands again and open your eyes. Welcome. Inhale, arms go up. Like a big morning stretch. And then exhale, lower your arms back down. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms sweep up. Lower your right hand down. Take a side bend. Maybe look up. Inhale, back to center. Side bend. Other way. Opening up the right side of the body, maybe looking up at the fingers. Inhale, back to center. And draw your hands down to your heart. Keep your arms here and twist to the right. So you're spiraling from above your navel to the right. Maybe your head looks over your right shoulder. Come back to center, still sitting up nice and tall. If you don't want to sit on the prop, remove it and twist to the left. And then inhale back to center. Reach your arms up again. And draw your hands down to your heart. And release. We're going to make our way to all fours. If you're sitting on something, move it out of the way. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, tilt your tailbone up, lower your belly, pull your heart forward for a cow pose. And as you exhale, round. Maybe starting with your tailbone, rounding your spine. Last, tuck your chin to your chest. Again, inhale, open up the front body. And exhale, round. Pulling that navel in towards your spine. Keep this movement going with your breath, adding in anything else that would feel good here. You can take circles, going back towards child's pose. You can wag your hips and shake your head. You can tuck your toes, which might feel really nice, might be intense. Could help with your balance when we come to the standing work. So just see what feels good, maybe what feels a little challenging, but no pain. And take 2 more breaths. And find your way back to neutral. Tuck your toes if they're not already. And start to lift back, down dog. You can keep your knees really bent. You can slowly bend and straighten your legs, taking your feet hip distance apart or even wider for this first down dog. Lengthening your spine. Wrapping your shoulders away from your spine. Another breath here. And then look forward to your hands and step forward and fold. You can grab opposite elbows. You can keep a soft bend in your knees. If this is too much, you could just come to a half lift position so that your head is in line with your heart. Take 1 more breath. If your hands are clasped, release, and then slowly come up. All the way to stand. Reach your arms up over your head and draw your hands down to your heart and to your sides. We're going to do 1 sun salutation to warm ourselves up, a variation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. On your exhale, step your left knee back. Lower your knee to the mat. So you might want to pad up your knee with a blanket or doubling up your mat. And you can take your hands to your blocks if you have blocks. Right knee over your ankle. Pull your heart forward. Draw your right hip crease back. And breathe. You're going to take a twist here. Keep your left hand down. Reach your right arm up. Or keep it on your hip. Then lower the right hand down. You can use the blocks for down dog or not. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then look forward to your hands. Step your left foot forward. Your hands can be on blocks. Left knee over your ankle. Drop your right knee down. Pause here. Lots of space around your neck. Breathing. Feeling a nice stretch in your right hip, your back. Your right toes can be flat on the mat or keep them tucked. Then we're going to take that twist. Keep your right hand down. Lift your left arm up or keep it on your hip. Feel a nice stretch in the side of the hip, in the side body. And then lower the left hand down, lift the back knee up, step forward, take a half lift, and fold. Inhale, come up, reach up, and exhale your hands through your heart to your sides. We're going to do the other side of that one sun salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. A little bit different on this side. Inhale, half lift, maybe hands on your blocks. This time, step your right foot back to a lunge. And drop your back knee. And come up to your left thigh. Press into the thigh, pull in the belly, open up through the heart. Hug the outer hips in. Stay here or reach your arms up. Maybe bend the right elbow. Give yourself a pat on the back and take your left hand to your right elbow for a tricep stretch. Steady gaze. This is a balanced posture, hugging your inner thighs to the midline. Another breath here. And then reach your arms up as you inhale. Exhale, lower your hands down. Step back to downward facing dog. And then like a wave, roll forward to high plank. Drop your knees. So you're in a modified plank. Lower all the way down, untuck your toes. Pull in your low belly. Peel your chest up for a little cobra or come up higher for cobra. Shoulders away from your ears. And then exhale, find your way back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Now step your right foot forward. Lower your back knee down. And come up to your right thigh. Press into the thigh. Open up through the chest. Lengthen your tailbone. Stay here or reach your arms up. Maybe bend that left elbow. Give yourself a pat on the back and hold on to that left elbow with your right hand. You're taking a tricep stretch. And breathing, one more breath. And then inhale, release your arms up. Exhale, take them to the mat or to your blocks. Lift your back knee up. Step forward to a half lift. Exhale, fold. This time, bend your knees and come up to a chair pose. So when you look down, you should be able to see your toes. Your knees are tracking with the center of your feet. Your feet are hip distance apart, or they can be all the way together. And if it's too much to have your arms outstretched, you can goal post your arms. Pull in your floating ribs, your low belly. Feel your quadricep muscles. Take another inhale here. And exhale, stand up and release. All right, so hopefully you're feeling warm. I'm going to start off our balance with tree pose, which we've done before in the series. It's good to repeat. A little bit of balance every day. So shift your weight to your left leg. Lift up your right heel. Open and close through the hip. And then see where you want to take it. First, balance posture of the practice. Standing. Maybe you're going to stay as a kickstand. Maybe you're going to slide the leg to the lower leg, the foot. Or maybe take the foot up to the inner thigh. Avoid pressing on the knee. You can always have your back to the wall or hold on to the wall to work on your flexibility. Spread your toes. Feel your roots. Find your focal point. And then when you're ready, maybe grow your branches. See what arm variation works. As you open up through the hip. Another breath. And take your hands back to prayer. Knee comes forward and release and shake. Switch sides. Lift up your left heel. Open and close through the hip. And then see where it's going to go on this side. Squeezing the left glute, pulling in the belly, finding that midline, that samastitihi line. Finding your focal point and then maybe growing your branches. And take your hands back to prayer. Knee comes forward and shake it out. Okay, awesome job. We'll be working on eagle pose. So grab a block and place it by your left foot. This is, yeah. And then shift your weight to your left leg. Lift up your right knee, any height, pulling in your belly, and then wrap the foot around. So you can keep the toes on the block. This might be enough, hugging your outer hips in, and then sitting down into a chair. Or you can wrap it around your toes around your ankle. Let's start with our hands in prayer. And then release, shake it out. We're going to add on to that, keeping the block on that side, adding the arms. So soften the knees and swing the arms. When your right arm crosses under your left arm and makes an X, pause. Hold on to your shoulders. You could stay here. Or maybe reach your elbows away from you and take the backs of your hands together or your palms. Hugging your elbows towards one another and pressing them away from your body. And then shifting your weight back into that left leg. Lift your right leg up and wrap it around, maybe to the block that's there or around the shin. Sit down in an imaginary chair. Hug everything into the midline. And then exhale, let it go, unwind, feel all that circulation come back into your body. Stand for a moment in your samastitihi. Feeling the four corners of your feet press down. Gently lifting up your kneecaps, engaging your quads. Noticing the energy in your body. As You lengthen your spine and reach the crown of your head up. Take another breath here. And then blink, open your eyes if they're shut, and we're going to switch sides. So slowly bend. And take the block, if you're using it, to the other side. All right, just the legs to start. Shift your weight into your right leg. Lift your left foot up, a little or a lot, and wrap it around like a vine. So you can take your toes to the block, or maybe they can go behind. Your hips face forward. Start with your hands in prayer, maybe lower down into a chair, a little bit or a lot. Steadying your gaze, hugging your thighs towards one another. And then release, shake it out, and we'll add the arms. Garudasana, the eagle, it's one of my favorites. Put a soft bend in your knees and swing your arms. This time when your left arm crosses under, pause. So you can stay as an X and hold your shoulders, or the backs of your hands, or your palms. Reach your elbows away from you at shoulder height. And then shift your weight into your right leg. Lift your left leg up and wrap it around. Put a bend in your knees. Maybe your foot is resting on the block, or maybe it's behind by your calf. Hug into the midline. Take those slow breaths. Unwind and release. Shake it out. You did awesome. Inhale, reach your arms up. Lower your arms down to shoulder height. Turn your palms up. Turn your palms down. Turn your palms up. Turn your palms down. One more, up and down. And then lower and shake. Swing your arms in a rotary stretch. And then come back to center. Okay, we're going to flow down, coming to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen, hands on your shins or on your blocks. Step back to down dog. Take whatever movements feel good here. Maybe pedaling out your dog or shaking your head. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then come to your knees and come to a seat. Bring the soles of your feet together into a diamond shape. So you can take your blocks, if you have them, or pillows, and place them underneath your knees for support, or you might not need them. You can take your hands behind your back and lift your chest and stay here, tilting your pelvis forward. Or you can hold on to your feet, give yourself a little massage, maybe fold forward with a flat back, or bring the crown of your head down, keeping your belly in. You can take your head to your feet or to a block. Gently letting gravity open up through the inner thighs, the groin. slowly inhale, come up. Set the blocks to the side if you were using them. Place your hands by your outer thighs. Close your legs that we just stretched and lie down on your back. Bring your thighs vertical, perpendicular to your mat, and your shins parallel to the mat. Take your right leg across your left leg, so you're making an X. And you could stay here, or maybe that right toes can hook behind the left calf. So eagle legs. Take your hands behind your head. We won't do the arms right now. Pull in the low belly and start to nod your chin to your chest and crunch up as you exhale. If it's too much with the legs, you can just keep them side by side. Little crunches for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your head down. Goal post your arms. Release the bind of your right leg if it's there. And then maybe hold on to your shins or your ankles and gently pull your legs apart. If this stretch is too much on your outer hip, you can take figure 4, crossing your right ankle on top of your left thigh with your left foot down or up. We've done this before. But if you want to add on and come into Supta Gomukhasana, legs. Soften through your face. Feel a nice stretch in your hip. And then unwind, whichever version you're doing. Come back to tabletop legs and switch. Cross your left leg on top of your right leg. You can stay here for your crunches, or you can wrap that left leg behind your right shin. Take your hands behind your back just to cradle your head, not to pull on your neck. Nod your chin to your chest, pull in your low belly, no arch, and exhale, little crunches up. Not coming down all the way, but lifting up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your head down. Undo the bind of the left leg if it's there, so you're just in the X. Goal post your arms. Pause. And then maybe come to the Supta Gomukhasana, holding on to your ankles or your legs. You have a strap. You can also use a strap to draw your legs in closer. And you can stay here. If this is not possible, you can cross your left ankle on top of your right leg and gently press your left leg away for figure 4 with your right leg on the mat, the sole of the foot, or up. Soften your jaw, your shoulders, and then undo the bind. Hug your knees into your chest. Place your feet on the mat for a bridge pose. Close enough that you can touch your heels. You can always slide the block under for a restorative. When you're ready, lift your hips up. Snuggle your shoulders underneath. Maybe clasp your hands. Lift your heart towards your chin. And keep your chin nice and open. Lots of space around your neck. Lengthen your spine. And then slowly lower down. Hug your knees into your chest. And we're going to take a spinal twist. Open your arms to goalpost. Drop your knees to the left. And look to the right. Keep both shoulders down. Maybe place cushions underneath your legs or in between your thighs. Use your core. Inhale, come back to center and twist to the left. Maybe a twist to the right. Maybe look over your left shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Hug everything in. Take any other final posture. And then when you're ready, a moment of Shavasana. Be careful of any props on your mat. And you're welcome to use your props. As you let your body release into the mat. Pause the video and stay here as long as you need. 5 minutes, 10 minutes is preferable. But if you're ready to come back, inhale, reach your arms over your head, getting a nice long stretch. And then exhale, hug your knees into your chest and roll to one side. Taking a moment to reflect. And gently come up to a seat. With soft eyes or eyes closed. Feel that balance in your body. Your hands to heart center. A lot of gratitude for the practice, for your body, for your breath. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, this morning, this evening, whatever time it is for you. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the class, what other postures you would like to learn. And just to check in, subscribe. I hope to see you next time.